Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Love for Intuitive Astrology. So today I will talk about the month of July 2023 for the sign of Sagittarius. So if you have your sun, your moon or your rising sign in Sagittarius, then this is your video. So before I start, I want to let you know that this is a general reading. If you want to book a private reading, you find my email in the description box below. So let's start, and this month is right off starting with Cancer season, and for you Cancer is in the 8th house, which is all related to other people's money, right? This is money coming in from the government, so you might get some money back from the government regarding taxes. This is also about insurances, investments, so maybe you want to make certain investments. And we're also going to have a full moon in the sign of Capricorn on the 3rd of July, which is going to be in your 2nd house, opposing the sun in the 8th. So there will be some matters regarding finances. Maybe you earned a certain amount of money and you need to find management or the right bank accounts or the right investments to invest the money that you have. So it's a lot about money matters and organizing everything really well. Yeah, if you're married, you have joint accounts, and maybe you also need to work out a joint bank account, how to distribute money, and you know, how to divide the assets that you have. And the same with a business or a company, like how are we going to divide it? Who's going to get what? Maybe you need to go to a lawyer. Okay, I invested this percentage in a business, or you started something with the business partner and you need to divide like who's getting what percentage. Jupiter is in your 6th house, and it's really bringing in new clients for work. So if you're self-employed, which a lot of you are with Uranus in the 6th house, because you like a schedule that's not very fixed. Some of you work remote, but definitely there are going to be opportunities in a job that you already have, okay? So if you are, for example, I work in SEO, so if you're an SEO specialist in a company, you might get a new offer in a new company for better money, okay? So you will still be an SEO specialist, but you get a better opportunity. Or within the company that you're at, you could get a promotion to senior specialist, right? So this is an example I want to give you, what Jupiter can bring to you. At the same time, it expands everything it comes in touch with. So it could also mean that you could gain some weight. So watch your self-indulgence. Taurus is definitely a materialistic sign, loves the earthly senses, the materials, good food. So watch out for weight gain. If you don't want to gain weight, go to the gym, because you could be less motivated to work out. Yeah, so these are the opportunities that can come in. And also Jupiter is the sign of teaching, so you might start trainings teaching something that about your job, or you become a trainer within the company, right? You start to train SEO to other people, as an example. At the beginning of the month, Mars and Venus are both squaring Uranus. So there might be some troubles about the schedule when it comes to your work. Maybe you want to go on a holiday and you might get some arguments with a colleague, like, no, you can't go away. We don't have enough people. Because Uranus is in your 6th house, so this represents your work, and 9th house could represent a holiday. So maybe someone is like, you know, doesn't want you to go away, or you go away on your holiday and a lot of work is coming in and they're asking you to work from the destination you're at, okay? Or maybe you're self-employed and you're traveling, you're like a digital nomad, and there's so much work that you can't really enjoy the place that you're at. These are possibilities that can come up. Also, there might be a clash between your colleagues and the religions that you have and they have. Maybe they're atheist and you believe you're in the Catholic Church, and this is clashing with each other. So try to not talk about religion in the job. It's just better. Let's accept each other for who we are and also the interest that we have. We don't need to force any other person into the belief system that you have. I think this is the beauty of life, that we can have our own belief system and still all be together in the same place. Mars, after the 10th of July, will move into the sign of Virgo, and it's opposing Saturn in the 4th house. So it could be that there might be still some frustrations with work this month. Like you want to move forward, but it's not getting done. It's not being finished. Maybe you were working on a project and it's just taking a lot longer than you thought it would. And it brings some type of frustration. It's like, wow, why is it not moving forward? Why is it not getting done? This is because Saturn is holding you back, going back to the root and say, hey, you know, watch over your plan. Is this finished? Maybe it's not. And Virgo is very detail oriented. So make sure you don't forget the details when it comes to your work, when it comes to your project, right? Venus is stationing retrograde on the 22nd of July in your 9th house. And it's going to stay there for until the 3rd of September. So there is going to be an internal representation of Venus. This might be that you're reconsidering the destinations you're traveling to. Maybe you want to go back to a place you've been to before, and this might or might not be a good experience, but your soul is telling you to go back. Maybe you're going back to a certain religion, a certain belief system, or you want to get out of it. So any frustrations related to a study you're doing, related to a religion that you're following, it might all kind of come back and make you rethink about it. Okay, it could be if you have an ex that is a foreigner. This person might contact you back, and you need to resolve things with this person. You can continue together or not, because we also have the nodes shifting on the 13th of July. So the North Node is going into Aries in your 5th house of romance, and the South Node is going into Libra in the 11th house. So it could be that someone from the past is coming back, lives in another country or has another culture, and you are revising things. Maybe you were friends or you kind of stayed friends and you want to move back into romance, but you're gonna do things differently because now you are more independent. If you're already in a relationship, it's more related to, is the person I'm with enhancing my creativity? Because you have this inner push that you want to become more your own version, your own identity, your own person, right? You don't want to give up everything for another person. So maybe you were supporting your partner for a long time and you're now like, I want to have my own hobbies, I want to have my own friends, I want to, you know, or maybe you want to go on more dates. Maybe because you have Libra in the 11th house, that you as a couple are going always with your friends and you're like, now I want to kind of go alone with my friends, or I want to have some time by myself. It can kind of disconnect you. Also, old friendship might come back for you and reconnect, okay? Or you might go back to an old friend and reconnect with this person. So there's a lot happening this month, and there's also a new moon in the sign of Cancer. So again, we're going back to the money matters. Maybe you want to start going into therapy as well, because you feel that, because This new moon is opposing Pluto in the second house. It's like you feel that you are not worthy of money, or you feel like, yeah, something is holding you back for you to value yourself more. So therapy would help. Also, this is a great placement and a great time to do minimalism. So throwing away things that you thought was valuable, because Pluto can make you hold on to your materials, and maybe some things are already half broken. So it could be time to throw things away. You also have Saturn in the 4th house. So like clean up your house, make sure it's organized. Don't stuff a lot of clothes or a lot of things. Like buy new things. Not during Venus retrograde though, so buy it before if you can. Yeah, it's also not a great time for plastic surgery or doing any major beauty things. So do it before the 22nd, and I would say before the 15th or 10th even, if you want to do something major like a procedure or like a treatment. Memories of love. So you're going into, maybe you lost your spiritual practice and you're gonna go back into your spiritual practice because you feel that that type of love is something that you're missing. Emotional loss. It's like some of you have lost yourself in a relationship. If it's still going or not, could also be a past relationship. I'm getting this strong sense of identity, like you want to become you again. Like you're missing your old self. Like, who am I now? I became so different that I don't recognize myself. I'm getting fertility. So with North Node in the 5th house, you could get pregnant. Chiron is there, so it does give some troubles, some issues in your pregnancy. So be very, very careful if you want to get pregnant. If you don't want to get pregnant, you still have some, you have to be very careful, okay, as a woman. And as a man, you can be very supportive and you should give your wife a lot of space, you know, or as a woman. I'm not judging here. Whatever, you know, whoever is pregnant, give them the space, yeah? Trapped in fear. I feel like some of you really lost your identity. You lost kind of your essence, like who you are, and you're going back to this. Like this Cancer season is really gonna shred your skin, and it's bringing you back to yourself, to your core. Like you want to be free again. You want to feel like you are you again. And maybe it is that spiritual connection that has been missing. Solar plexus, right? The strength, the inner power. Like you've given your power away for something. Maybe a job, maybe a partner, maybe your friends. Like you don't recognize part of you. Partner and alliances. And this is going to actually strengthen your relationship to be who you are, to be fully you, to reconnect with yourself. If you're moving, like some of you are moving, be very much aware about paperwork. Make sure you have a professional watching over it and someone that's really checking everything is in order, everything is in place. So you are not coming through any surprises, okay? Because Saturn is going to make you work very hard. So you could be working about of buying a house, refurnishing, decorating, and all that stuff. So be very aware of all these things and you're going to be completely fine, my lovely Sagittarius. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.